What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in a Tesla truck. I never thought I would ever drive this thing. I couldn't find the trailer that came with it. It wasn't one I could buy, and it wasn't something that I can change the trailer to. Even though I downloaded the trailers for it, I just couldn't find that trailer that the Tesla came with. So unfortunately we are not driving with that trailer, of course. We have that Pepsi. Those are our headlights. That's considered off, even though they're on. Those are parking lights, and those are headlights. I wonder what... And those are high beams, the middle ones. So it's 8:30 in the morning in this game. In our last video we crashed twice. We crashed in two different ways. We crashed into the vehicles in front of us, and then the game crashed. I think I know why. I have a VPN and I forgot to turn it off while I'm playing games, and I think that's what made my game crash. It just didn't have enough upload speeds, or it didn't have a high, like the ping wasn't right or whatever. Even though I don't think this game is online, but I think that might have screwed with this game somehow. I'm gonna say that. But the loading screens are atrocious for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure out why. I might have to take out some mods, and I might even have to make a new profile. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I can make a profile and put as much money as I want, or as little money as I want. Even though we're technically above, we can buy any truck we want because we've gone that far. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. This truck, you had to go to gameplay and change it from a manual transmission with an H shifter to a real automatic in order for it to work correctly. So what would be on my gear shifter, what would be technically fourth gear is reverse, middle is neutral, and up is drive, technically. So you'll be able to hear how quiet this thing and how loud everybody else is around us. This is the sound of it. There's no sound to this truck, obviously. But this thing gets up and goes. I had to change the braking intensity once again. Up a little bit higher, because this thing will go. So we're clear there, and we're clear there. And you can see everything minus our truck inside of the rear view, what they would consider the rear view mirror there. The one on the left is the right side mirror, but the one on the right is messed up. I don't know what's going on with it, so I'm using the one up top as I would usually. This thing gets up and goes. Like any Tesla would, really. Anything electric just has that acceleration that you can't, everybody knows that the acceleration on electric vehicles is crazy. I thought they took out these stop signs that were here as well as the light, but I guess not. So it's hard not to use my clutch, but I think I could figure it out, because every time I get in my car I don't have a clutch either. My real car. So we're going way too fast already. Slow it down. I don't know what the Jake brake sounds like, or if it even has one. I'll try it here. Oh, it does have one. You hear that? Sounds like a electric gear, or like it sounds like a back massager. What does it sound like from the outside? The same. Interesting. So I've never driven a Tesla. I've seen people drive them, and I'm assuming that's what it's like. Well, they don't have two, they have one big screen on the right-hand side, but I'm assuming there's a big old screen like that. So I didn't pick that long of a drive. I mean, it is 200 miles, but I wasn't going to go anything over 200 miles just because of the simple fact that you probably get annoyed by how quiet it is. I don't doubt that these trucks are amazing. I doubt that they will take over the trucking industry. Everybody, I mean, you guys know how I feel about autopilot and all that stuff, and I've talked about it before. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but those, I don't know. I just think I mean, but at the same time, people aren't getting the average trucker age they're not what's considered a millennial anymore, or what's considered a millennial. Millennials aren't getting into trucking. There's a lot more jobs out there that don't involve being an on-the-road trucker, where you can be at home with your family and doing all that thing. And you know, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or whatever, but in order for us to get our goods, we're gonna need people that are millennials that want to be out on the road. And there are some people that are like that. I just personally don't know anybody that is a millennial that wants to go out and be on the road instead of being coming home to their family, having like a 9-to-5 job. But if you want your goods to get, if you want your food, your clothing, your shoes, everything, hey, a Tesla, weird. If you want anything like that, it all comes by truck. So someone's going to have to deliver it. And the people that are currently doing it aren't going to be around much longer. They're, you know, people that are hardcore truckers, they stay in the business well into their, you know, 70s. I don't want to say 80s, but 70s. They'll have their wife in the vehicle with them, and they love it. When I was younger, hey, another Tesla, weird. When I was younger, I wanted to be a trucker, and I ended up not being a trucker. I kind of regret that, but now that I want to be a trucker now, I can't do it because diabetics are considered like drunk drivers, pretty much. I mean, if my sugar gets too low, they put me in the category of a drunk driver, unfortunately. And so when you want to get a Class A license, being a diabetic, and especially with mine really not being under control, it's not really too low, it's always too high. But with my doctor would never sign that over for me. And I forgot about that when I was thinking about becoming a trucker, but recently. When it comes to all that safety stuff, they really, you know, get on you about that stuff. And I'm not gonna try and fight it or anything like that. I know what I can do and what I can't do, and I do understand when my sugar gets too low, the feeling that I get. But I know the feeling. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about, I don't understand, well, not really misconceptions, but I don't understand some of these. They have diabetic drivers. People call them in as drunk drivers. But what they're doing is they're driving really, really fast to get to their destination. And they're all over the road. One of them even took his bumper, completely fell off, but he was still driving. And I don't understand that. Like, even when I get to, I've gotten to around 56 sugar while I was driving. And the first thing I wanted to do was pull over at a store because I didn't have anything in my car. Well, I started to eat some of the sugar things, but the sugar tablets, but those things, they look like Tums. Those things weren't going to do much for how low my sugar was. I needed like a Pepsi, which now I carry something like an orange juice. I mean, now I carry like a Pepsi in my vehicle. Sometimes I'll carry an orange juice, but orange juice goes bad quickly, and that's why I don't carry it anymore. But any soda lasts a long time. You can leave it in your car for as long as you want, really. I mean, I'm not going to say like a couple years, but you can leave it in your car for quite some time. But the first thing I personally wanted to do, and I'm not saying I'm similar to others, but the first thing I wanted to do was get to a store and buy a Pepsi and drink that Pepsi. I did not want to go really fast or anything like that. I don't understand why those people do that. Are his reverse lights on? They look like they are. But yeah, I can't say that I'm like anybody else, because when it comes to diabetics, everybody's different with how they manage their sugar and how they drive when they have low sugar. I'm not a hypoglycemic. There's those types of diabetics where they need sugar all the time. I would understand why that type of person wouldn't be able to be a on-the-road driver, because their sugar, my mom has it, her sugar drops like crazy, and she can be drinking soda and having a cookie and it'll still drop. Mine is obviously different, but I don't know. I didn't think about it when I didn't think about it when I was thinking about becoming a truck driver. I didn't really want to become like a on-the-road truck driver, like with a semi, but I wanted to drive like a Ford F550 or 450 and do like hot shot driving. So yeah. But as far as this mod goes, this Tesla mod, enough with my diabetes. This Tesla mod, you do need to get gas, even though it's electric. That's the only way, unless in the future they come out with more of these trucks, they can put like a charging station somewhere. But in order for it to work, you have to put gas in it, and that'll recharge you. Or that's what it says. So yeah, this thing's super quiet. Obviously. N-hole's turning. I thought I had a U-Haul thing for that. Guess not. Let's get up to speed. Full throttle. Okay, there's a red light. Never mind. Man, this... I would see on-the-road truck drivers, if they first started driving these trucks, just the maintenance being like every week, because they just got on the gas and didn't drive it like it's supposed to be driven. So I don't know why we're in A3 instead of A1, but I believe it technically has 6 gears. I don't know why we're in A4. I've seen A6 before, but maybe it goes backwards. I don't know. Hey, a Charger police car. Let's not get that ticket. Do we have a horn? I think we do. We don't have a secondary horn, but we do have this little one. And this mod is actually pretty old. It's from 2018, around May 23rd, 2018. So it's a pretty old mod. They haven't released anything newer, so that's why I'm using this, or that's the reason I'm using this one. You guys wouldn't have known any different unless I told you. Because the Tesla is the Tesla. I just can't figure out why I can't get the trailer to work. But when we do stop, I'll show you the inside. You can get this one, and you can also get a high-rise sleeper, which I didn't choose just because it was super tall. I don't like super tall unless I'm in like a Kenworth or something. It should have like autopilot on it. Like they've been talking about this vehicle coming out and it hasn't came out. Like people will see it driving around LA, like Los Angeles and stuff, but it hasn't came out yet. Like there's still only, I believe, one. I don't know when they're going to start making them, but 98 degrees outside. It's not like that where I live. It's about, it rained last night actually. It's about, looking at the phone, I'm looking at the phone. It's 50 degrees right now. It's supposed to be 46 or 43 tonight. I'm getting tired of looking at that right side picture of the inside of my truck. I'll just, yeah. Let's get on it. Of course, it's gonna hit the brakes in front of me. I don't know how fast this thing goes. You can start to hear just the sounds around me, but I don't have that mod yet. I have it downloaded, but I haven't put it in the game just because I've been having so many crashing issues. Where the game, as soon as it gets into the loading screen, it crashes. But I was going to put the mod in where the cars around me have more sound to them. They kind of have sound, but you can't, hear like a muscle car or anything like that. And I think that's what the mod gives you, is just more sound from the vehicles around you. Jake brake. That sounds so weird. Where are we going? I don't even know where we're going. Totally forgot. 55. Oh, they gotta get over. I wasn't being very nice and letting them over. Oh, it's the Isuzu work truck. See if I can get up to a speed. 85 is where it tops out at? No, really? Yep. 85 is top speed. But it doesn't take that long to get up there, though. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. We're going to Vegas, I think. It just has super torque. You can also put the smaller motor in it, which is a P85D, which is basically the one from the Model 3, I believe. I believe all of them you can get the P85, or maybe that's the model of a vehicle, P85D. But I know that's the motor you can put in it, a P85D. I got the upgraded version of, one is a 1-speed and one is a 6-speed. Man, that cop was hauling. If I'm going 6, no, it's 80, I forgot. So we're making a left up here, so put the blinker on. Get over. What do you guys think of this vehicle? I don't know if Peter would like this vehicle. Let me know, Peter, if you ever watch my videos. If you still watch my videos, if you like this vehicle. This Tesla, super silent Tesla. If you like it, just the model, or if you like it, just like it. If you want it to be like an on-the-road truck in the UK. Aarons. What we're doing right here. We're going to the Walgreens? We are. Oh, that sucks. Where's it at? I don't see it here. trying to get around that brick. Excuse me. Wow, it's hard to drive around. Like, you better have something to talk about when you're driving this thing. So the inside, see, there's nothing really in it. There's a back seat. I believe there's 2 back seats. Well, you can't see it on that side, but I believe there's 2 back seats. And then that door opens like a suicide door. It opens the other direction. So, yeah. So let's back up. Tell you Hut. I don't know where I heard that. Somebody said, I'll tell you Hut. And then I just picked up on it. Tell you Hut. Hopefully we get to park our vehicle instead of crashing 5 miles before. I'm just going to back up here just to see where it's at. Not really. It's up against the wall. It's up against the wall. Alright, it's up against the wall. You like my Tesla, buddy? Wherever you're at. That was already bad, but I don't want this trailer to flip over. I kinda get on the curb. I kinda would rather be on the other side than be on the side that I'm on. This thing has some turning radius to it. Huh. How close am I to that wall? Oh, pretty close. Oh! Oh! There's the wall. Apologize. Apologize. Sorry, Tesla. Man, this thing's hard to drive. Oh, wait. That's not reverse in this truck. Keep going up and to the left. I'm being like really sensitive on the gas because this thing is torquey. So let me go forward. Oh, let me go forward. Straighten out a little bit. Wrong, reverse. Tell you Hut. Alright, let's look at the outside view. Hey, that's perfect. Well, it's not a 53 footer, that's why. Parking brakes on. And let's release. Or let's drop this off. See, loading time laggy. Excellent, 247 miles. We went from Flagstaff to Vegas, 5 hours, 54 minutes, 42.3 energy consumed. $30,494 with 654 XP. So there's that truck there. Didn't really get to see this outside area, but you can mess with the wheels and tires. I just chose to leave it the way it is. I chose everything to leave it the way it is, minus, so I'll show you pretty much what you can do to it. I think I got it at Peterbilt. I think that's where I picked it up at. Yeah. So basically, you could put the stand-up sleeper in it, so it makes it super tall. 300 gallons, I just made it that way so we can go longer. And it had a P85D, and I put the E920 in it. 920 horsepower, 4,000 or 600 to 3,000 RPM. I don't know how much torque. And then it has the 1 speed or the 6. I chose the 6. I'm sure the 1-speed is just revs it out like, ooh. Maybe not. It could be super silent. Prestige interior. I chose this dark gray because that's the one kind of that matches the one that when they revealed the truck. And these, the mirrors, you get one mirror. You can change the rims, but I chose not to. I think this is the interior light. The interior light was red. I made it white. I don't think it really showed a difference. And then on the inside, there's nothing you can do minus change that. Oh, I didn't realize you could make it that. I thought it was going to make it Peterbilt, but those are the mirrors. This is that light. And that's the side, even though it kind of disappears. And then see how that door opens? Even though there's no real stand-up sleeper that I can see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, I'm gonna cancel. Okay, no. But I want to leave. What's going on? Can I leave? Okay, fine, I'll buy the damn thing. That's the only way you can get out of there. Weird. So, yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. Let me know what you think. I know it's kind of like drive it once kind of deal. But if you enjoyed it and you want to see more, or if you want to see me try out some new mods or just keep trying different trucks, that's what I plan on doing. But if you want to see a certain kind of truck, let me know. And I couldn't get the wrecker to work, the one that I bought. I sent the guy a message. We'll see if I hear back from him. But then again, if I don't get the money back or whatever, I'm happy with paying $20 for that cab over. Just to be honest with you, that thing is pretty awesome. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.